Hello and welcome back to our Prizm video training series. Today we're going to be looking at the agent experience. We're going to be looking at the agent dashboard. We want to understand what we're going to be seeing when we use the tool and understand ways to better modify and tweak this homepage to really fit our needs for working tickets effectively for the way that makes sense for us as individuals, because we know we all have very different jobs that we work on here in the company. So we'll start off kind of with a top to bottom look at what we see on our agent homepage. As agents, we land right on this page. This is the default view that you should see. And in the very top left, we've got our logo, our home button that'll click us right back to this home page, our new ticket option, which we will see shortly. There is an option for reports that we're not going to look into too much during this training, and we can go and look at our service catalog that our customers will see. Also, we have a kind of a pretty universally useful search bar here. We can use this search bar to enter a ticket number and pull up that ticket number, or also search for different keywords within the ticket itself. So say you want to look for tickets that have been put in for laptops, you can just put in the word laptop here, do a search, and we'll bring back some results there. Also, we've got here kind of two of our main components here. Up on our dashboard, we have our dashboard components that are customizable. That's one key thing we'll be looking at here. And at the bottom we have our list area that has different sorts, different things we can see, different ways of viewing tickets that are in the system now. So one very common change that an agent may want to do is we may want to see what's assigned to my team or teams that I'm assigned to in one area here on this home page, and maybe in another spot show me just what's assigned to me. I want a bird's eye view of what needs to be done, what work needs to happen. So let's see here. I have my assignments up here on top, and I have my assignments here on the bottom by default. Let's give this kind of a different view, and by default, let's say that I'm a part of a couple teams and I want to see what's assigned to my teams up here on the top. We're going to do that by first creating an advanced search, and then secondly by putting that advanced search into my top dashboard area. So we'll start off here right under the search bar. We're going to click advanced. And don't be frightened off by all the different settings here. This is actually quite simple stuff. This is just kind of a list of the different things we can choose to search off of to make our search. And if you don't select anything in a field, it just won't use it at all. So let's say I want to see things that are assigned to my teams. Let's say I belong to a couple different teams here. Let's say, I want to see what's assigned to the service desk. Oops. Scrolling up to find the service desk here. Service desk. And just to see if we get some more data, let's also say we want to see what's assigned to the ICOM support team. Let me undo this one. And for the statuses, let's make sure we scroll through here. We want to see everything that needs to be worked on, so I don't really want to see anything that's on hold in this case. I do want to see these things here. I want to see... No, I don't want to see closed, and I don't want to see resolved. But I do want to see something that's in request. These are knowledge-based type statuses. We don't need to worry about those. For the contact criteria, it really doesn't matter who sent it in. I just want to see all those issues. Advanced criteria, we don't really have to worry about, but this is where we could search for tickets that were opened in the last week, for things that are more than X amount of days old, and so forth. Let's go ahead and give this a name. We'll say service desk and icons tickets. I'll go ahead and hit save. I've created my search Now what? Now how do I get this to actually show up? Up here in the top right we have our preferences. Let's go ahead and select that preferences and see how we can customize that. What we're changing here is our home page. So there's some other options here. You can change options on how to see your ticket page when you're actually viewing tickets, your information that you're showing up as. Let's look at the home page. These are the dashboard components that are there currently. I'm going to add a new one here. These are available components. I can add any one of these things here. I'm going to use one of my searches, a save search, and here's the searches that I've created, just one so far. Let's say I want to see a bigger list here, not just 5. I want to see 10 records. Display the first 35 characters. That's of the description. Let's give it a little bit more room. I want to see 60 characters. Let's add that component, and let's go ahead and save that setting. It's going to bring me back to my home page. As we can see, it loaded it down here. That doesn't make so much sense to have it below the big training box. Let me move that over, slide that into a better area, and there we go. Here would be my bird's eye view of my team's tickets and what's going on in the different team's tickets. This is drillable. You should be able to select from here and pull tickets up and right from there. And also, I'd be able to see my assignments right here on the bottom. So in one glance, I can see what's available and what needs to be taken care of. Now that I have my assignments on the bottom and this on top, I might not want to see my assignments on the top as well in the dashboard, so I might just close that. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look at just a couple other functions we can do from the home page. Looking and focusing more on the lists here on the bottom, we can see that there's all these different tickets here. This is all tickets. I did the sort by all tickets, and one thing we want to look at in utilizing our home page is how to really work tickets efficiently. One way, let's say you want to take a ticket and assign it to yourself, would be to go into the ticket, scroll down, change the assignee, and save the ticket. There is actually a much faster way. This is the production system, so I'm only going to include the one ticket that I know I'm using for test purposes, but if I wanted to select more than one, for example, I could go ahead and change all these tickets, take all of those if I wanted to. But let's say I want to take some tickets, I can select them, go ahead and select taking, hit the green button for go, and how awesome is this? I can quickly remove anybody else who was assigned to the ticket, add notes, and I can even choose who's being notified here when I do this action. Go ahead and hit save. Much faster, much more efficient way of grabbing tickets, especially if you're doing multiple tickets. Save you really minutes at a time each time. And we can go ahead and see on the bottom as well, we have this list of searches. So one way you could also change what you're displaying on your home page, just like we changed the widgets or the dashboard components at the top, we'd go back to our home page, and we could also change our default list. By default, my default list is giving me my assignments. Maybe I wanted to see my team's stuff on the bottom here. Maybe I want to see all tickets for some reason, or maybe I have some other filter that I want to see. This is great, especially for people that may support multiple applications, maybe on multiple teams within the ticketing system. You can really kind of customize that to your best, to your preferences. And that is our crash course in setting up our agent dashboard, and we'll have more information to come in future training videos. Thanks for attending.